This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Coming to you again from the Lloyd Noble Center. This time it's Del City Girls about to take on Shawnee. We're happy to talk to their head coach, Mariah White. All right, Coach, what's going to be your final message to your team before they take the floor against the undefeated Indians?
I told them go have fun. It's a big moment. Today is a big day. Go have fun. You do that. If you do that first, everything else will fall in place.
What's the most important thing you want them to establish against this Reno team that obviously is really tough?
Defense, and we're going to rebound today. Defense, and we rebound, and that's our message. We got to rebound. They got two bigs inside, so we need to do what we need to on the boards and establish that early.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. Hope to talk to you at the end of the game.
All right, thank you.
All right. Appreciate Coach Mariah White for her time, and we'll take a quick break here. And you're watching Mid-Dale Playoff Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Do you want to start?
I want to start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go to Scissor Tape.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
I think she was from
One,
Rose State.
2, 3.
Woo-hoo!
Congratulations, Rose State college graduates.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
losing the regional championship to Carl Albert, but they've played extremely good basketball ever since.
So, here we go. Excited for this one. Del City El Reno, our final game of the day. We've had 6 on OSN. The undefeated El Reno Indians, only girls team undefeated in the state, puts it on the line against the Eagles. And what a start for Del City. They win the opening tip. And right down the floor, drawing the contact in the foul, is Courtney McCarroll, and one. What a start.
But she wasted no time, and a lot of times Courtney McCarroll will kind of let the game come to her, pick her spots. She wasted no time establishing what she wants to do. That's to get to the free throw line and get fouled, which she did. Of course, unfortunately, first she missed the free throw.
Let out a big scream after that bucket, too. Del City, they look fired up to be out here. They're ready to shock the world. Del City, pretty sizable underdogs in this game, as this pass wide of the mark and a turnover. Good start for the Eagles. You wonder the pressure of this game, Jordan, on El Reno. Obviously, the Indians undefeated. If you go an undefeated season, you want to finish that sucker off. Del City, you got to feel like a young team. They can play a little more free than El Reno in this game. All the pressure is on the Indians, as driving, hitting, fouled again here is McCarroll once more.
This is great so far for Del City. This is what you want to see. McCarroll, she's at her best when she's doing that. She wants to live on the free throw line.
First one from McCarroll's up and good at the Tooney Buys Houses charity stripe. Tooney Buys Houses, we buy homes in any condition. If you or someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, please call us today for a cash offer, 405-931-3046. Both free throws good that time for McCarroll. It's an early 4-0 lead for the Eagles here at the Lloyd Noble Center. Pass underneath here is mishandled by El Reno's, I believe that was 21, Black Harmon. It'll stay down at this end.
She's the one with a smaller player on her, but she's also the better offensive player. Nice inbounds play. Didn't work as they missed the shot. Del City dodged a bullet there.
Eagles have it going back to the way. This is Sasha Hunt going all the way to the rim. Had her shot blocked. Loose and saved, though, by the Eagles. Ariana Bryson, but she stepped on the baseline. What
as
a
Coach,
season.
yeah.
Go ahead.
As Coach White mentioned, El Reno's got 2 bigs. Del City really only has 1. So we're seeing Smithers defend against Pauline Black Harmon. It's going to be a tough matchup. She'll need help in the low post when they go there.
This is a long 2, I believe, for El Reno. That was Black Harmon again on the shot. Didn't hit it. I was going to say before, what a season for Del City. I don't know how many expected they'd be in the state tournament at the beginning of the year. This young team, entire starting 5 will be back next year. A lot to be excited about with this program. As ball's knocked out of bounds, it'll be last touched by the Eagles. They're going to say it went off of Smithers.
Yeah, a couple of times where Del City's a little out of control, but I agree, no matter what happens tonight, out of the 3 Mid-Del teams, 3 Mid-Del girl teams, they have the best outlook this Del City.
Lots to be excited about.
Carl Albert's got to replace one very significant senior and a couple other seniors that are very valuable. Middle City's got to replace a ton of players. Not for Del City.
And that's a travel in the lane as Black Harmon didn't have anywhere to go. So early on, Del City defensively, they're frustrating El Reno. The Indians look like they don't really know where to go, where to attack right now. Great start defensively for Del City. You got to like that for Coach White.
You got to go. You got to put a little extra effort to get a good shot against Shelby Thornton.
Here's McCarroll going tough to the rim. She finishes again. Boy, what a start for Courtney McCarroll, just bullying her way to the rim 3 separate times. She got all 6 of Del City's points. Fast start. Turnaround shot here in the lane. Banked home. That was pretty by Lily Thomas. And El Reno is on the board. Sasha Hunt, left side to Smithers. Now over to McCarroll. Shoeshine pass to Smithers. She just saves it before it goes into the backcourt. Good play to avoid the turnover. Hunt now in the corner. McCarroll has it once more. 5.5 to go in the first quarter. Left side Smithers once again. Now Hunt gives it right back. In the corner to this freshman Ariana Bryson. Underneath McCarroll on the elbow. Feeds off to Thornton. Mid-range jumper. Airballed long. And pulled in by El Reno. This is going the other direction. Emriel Elizondo. Right side open 3 for the Indians is going to be airballed by Sleeper.
Okay, now it's important who's that foul on. If it's on Bryson, not a big deal. She might be coming out soon, and it is. That's the case where El Reno was ready for a rebound and an air ball. It's the hardest rebound to get for the defense because you're just expected to go off the rim. So not really bad defense, it just missed shot didn't go their way.
Yeah, avoiding foul trouble for Thornton, right, going to be a key element to this today. Both free throws are good for Thomas, so she kind of settles the waters a bit for Reno with 4 quick points, and the Indians are within a bucket at 6-4. Sasha Hunt brings it down for Dell City, feeds it off right side to Smithers. Smithers back to Hunt, poke loose. She'll run down and just save before it goes in the backcourt. I think it was deflected anyway, but now this one poked away and loose, leads to a fast break opportunity for El Reno to the rim. Couldn't finish, but an easy putback attempt right there. Johnny on the spot was Reagan Bugaj, as Sleeper had an easy look at it but missed it. And then the cleanup there for Bugaj ties us up. 6-all.
Good steal and score for El Reno. Del City's got to be careful, pass the ball around. El Reno's going to start to take chances.
McCarroll's shot is swatted away by Thomas, but saving it is Bryson, and she's bumped from behind. And that'll be an early foul here on El Reno's Najoni Sleeper.
All right, no surprise, El Reno has traveled well.
Oh, yeah. Every time I've done a Reno game, they've had a lot of people in the building, no different here today, and they're all back behind us here. You can kind of see them on the over Jordan's shoulder on the stream here. This audio-only broadcast, most people probably understand by now, but audio-only here in the state tournament due to streaming obligations at other entities. But we're happy to bring you a free option alternative. Hang out with Jordan. Now we've been here all day. We'll know we'll be back for 1 tomorrow. We're hoping it's 2 if Del City can pull an upset here. As ball is poked away by McCarroll, and it's scooped up by El Reno. This is Elizondo, who her brother Alex, a nemesis, a phenom on the boys' side of things. That's an easy bucket for El Reno on the other side. I think putting that home was just into the game. I think that was 22 Carly Cahaga, a senior off the bench, and El Reno's got the lead.
Going 2-3 zone, so at some point, Del City, the key is where they position their players. They need to put Sasha Hunt somewhere where she can start to get going, maybe look for a 3, but they got to be really good at passing the ball around.
Now it's passed underneath to Thornton. Thornton's shot won't go. Might have been partially deflected. Scooped up here by Elizondo. She'll start the break for El Reno, who lead 8-6. 3:12 to go in the first here at the Lloyd Noble Center. On the right side, pulls up. Long 2 for Elizondo. Side of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled in by Thomas. Second chance opportunity for the Indians. Now a 3 on the wing here is airballed short by Fallon McHenry Guzman into the game. Another shot will go for El Reno. They just keep on piling up the offensive rebounds, but eventually it's knocked out of bounds and it'll go over to Del City.
Yeah, it is a problem Del City has is other than Thornton, they're smaller at every position. So if they're going to go man, it's just important they really box out well right when the shot goes up.
8-6 lead for El Reno. 2:44 to go in the first quarter. As a 6-0 run to start for the Eagles, an 8-0 run right back. As the shot here for Bryson won't go. Rebound comes out. Thomas fires it. Looking like John Elway airing it down the field, but it's pass deflected. Ends up in the hands of Sasha Hunt. She leads the break for Del City.
Uncharacteristic mistake by Sasha Hunt. She normally is very sure-handed with the ball and doesn't lose it like that. So we're going to see the lone senior for Del City, Akila Howard, get a chance to make an appearance in the state tournament, which is so good for her because she's been with this program for a while.
Also, I don't know if we mentioned, but Raina Lewis into the game as well, a sophomore, as subbed in.
And she's one of their 5 best players. She just doesn't start. Del City going to a 2-3 zone.
Left side here, this is McHenry Guzman. Underneath trying to get to Thomas, and Thornton just denied her the ball. You can tell El Reno early trying to work it in to the 6'1 Lily Thomas. She's been kind of a focal point here in the early part of this game.
Yeah, Del City's problem is they have been reckless with their shots lately. Too many possessions where they just try to do too much. And then an unforced error there on El Reno.
Elizondo just threw it away there. Miscommunication, I think, there with McHenry Guzman. So a turnover, and Del City has it back. Down by just 2. A little bit of a dry spell offensively, but the good start brought them a little cushion. Right side, here's Hunt at the top. Puts it on the floor. She'll drive at her defender. And that's an offensive foul on Raina Lewis. Excuse me, not Sasha Hunt. Raina Lewis.
Again, just out of control there. I don't know how she's going to finish that even anyway.
Second foul on Del City. El Reno's got 3. McCarroll set to check back in at the next available opportunity. Elizondo underneath to Lily Thomas. Thomas had it deflected, scooped up by Lewis. I think that was Smithers who poked it loose. Hunt the fast break bucket, but it's a charge. Wow.
Back-to-back offensive fouls. Now, again, you see Hunt push the ball. You don't see that type of mistake. They're going to count it and call an offensive foul post-shot attempt. You don't see that every day. I've seen it before.
They're counting that bucket.
They're going to say, yeah.
I don't know.
You never seen that, Josh?
No, hardly. She's shooting the free throw.
Okay, now that adds some clarity. It's not a charge.
Okay, he signaled charge, right?
Well, when he does this, as people on the camera can see, is that a charge or is he saying count the basket?
Like
it looks more like a charge. But
I think, you know what? I actually, in hindsight now, Sasha Hunt was walking down the floor. She wasn't going to shoot a free throw. Somebody told her, and she actually had a look on her face. She thought it was a charge. Anyway.
Yeah. Now, I have seen it before where they'll call a foul on the shooter after he shoots it and count the shot. I don't know if they still do that, but they used to.
That was a weird sequence. Anyway, it's 8-8. Shot here for El Reno doesn't go. Like I mentioned in the last broadcast, different officiating crew every game today. So we've never had an opportunity to really feel out a crew than we've been here all day. As this ball is knocked out of bounds here, and it'll go back over to El Reno.
So we see the problem McCarroll has there, and we saw it in the previous game in Iowa City. They want to draw contact so bad, they don't focus on making the shot. And McCarroll had a shot there she could have made if she just banked it in, but didn't get it to fall.
Thomas trying to go to the rim, had it knocked loose. And it's going to be a foul on Del City. This will be the 4th on the Eagles.
On Howard. Again, Howard's one of the players that may play a lot, may play a little. You value her, but you don't have to count her for major minutes. But you don't want to foul anymore until the quarter ends.
Just a 3rd on Del City. They got me again. They changed it so quick. Shot here for Thomas doesn't go. Rebound pulled in by McCarroll. So we stay tied at 8. Del City's got the basketball back. Pass in the corner. Open look at a 3 for Reno Lewis. Off the top of the backboard, no good. Rebound, though, pulled in by Howard, and she's bumped and fouled. And that is the 5th on El Reno, so that's going to be 2 foul shots for Akila Howard at the Toonie Bice House at Cherry Stripe. I want to make sure we get in our first quarter sponsor. First quarter's winding down here. Sherpa Moving. Sherpa Moving is a local full-service moving company. They offer packing, unpacking, and special handling services. Their team is experienced and knowledgeable, will help you get through what is usually a difficult time. Sherpa Moving for all your moving needs, 401 West 33rd Street in Edmond, 405-724-8750. First free throw good for Howard.
One thing we haven't seen from Del City is they have not gone to the high post any as El Reno's gone to a zone. And that's something they've done in recent games, but they haven't done it today for some reason.
Split the trip at the line for Howard, so it's a 1-point lead for Del City as we get down to 20 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Elizondo feeds it over left side to Bugaj. Underneath, pass deflected and stolen. Good active hands on defense. Leads to a fast break for the Eagles. Here's Raina Lewis with 10 seconds. Feeds over to Sasha Hunt. Hunt going strong to the rim. Tried to bank it home. No. Rebound loose.
Hunt.
Ends up in the hands of Hunt after her own miss.
How'd she do that?
And she puts it home right at the buzzer. She's so small, I didn't even see her amongst the trees down there, but she puts it home. And a great first quarter for Del City. They lead 11-8 after 1. Second quarter on the way after this break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Red Plains Plumbing has been offering reliable commercial and residential services to the OKC metro area for over a decade. From new construction and remodeling to residential repair, they can handle jobs of all sizes. When you need a trusted name in plumbing, it's Red Plains Plumbing. Family owned and operated. Phone 405-769-1922. That's 405-769-1922.
All right, back to the Lloyd Noble Center. Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray back with you. Our final game of the day. This is our 6th game we broadcast. New personal high for me. It's been a heck of a day, but a fun day. We've had nothing but good games all day long. We're set up for another one here. It's a good start for Del City. They lead at 11-8 as they go to the second quarter. The Eagles trying to become the first team all year to beat these El Reno girls. 25-0 coming into play tonight. Shot here for Bugaj, won't go for El Reno. Putback attempt comes up short by Pauline Black-Harmon. And Eagles have it going back the other way. Del City just playing with a lot of intensity right now, and it's paying off. Lewis feeds over to Sasha Hunt. Hunt shouting out some direction.
Looks like El Reno might switch to a man.
Is up left side to Bryson. Now goes over to Smithers. Del City, no rush in this possession. Hunt, wild shot, almost banked it in. It was kind of right where it needed to be, but a little too much mustard as it rimmed off. And Reno has it back down by 3. 7 minutes to play until halftime. And we have a foul underneath the hoop. Be the first one on Del City in the quarter.
Problem when you miss those shots is your defense is not set how you want it. So Shelby Thornton was not in position to defend the post. So it led to a foul.
3 for Elizondo off the inbounder. Clackhams. Emery Elizondo with the Bobby Lewis Insurance 3 ball. And we're back even here at the LNC. 11-11. 6:48 to play until halftime.
You know, Reno, for them to be undefeated, they have to have good shooting. We just haven't seen it yet.
Smithers left side to Lewis. Lewis long pass across the court to Sasha Hunt. Hunt feeds it off to Bryson. Bryson bounce pass to Smithers. And Del City will set up some offense. Right side. Now swinging around.
Del City's trying to call a timeout. They're not giving it to him.
Coach White is all the way on the floor waiting for somebody.
Boy.
She was all the way out there. They have OSCA logos on the courts, like right around half court. She was standing all the way on the logo.
Literally, I think there were 15 timeouts called.
That was
before they called it.
That was pretty funny. I think it's just a 30-second. I'm pretty sure it is. 6:21. Go ahead and thank our second quarter sponsor while we hit the break, which is Buffalo Wild Wings. Love B-Dubs, 5500 Tinker Diagonal in Del City. Come to Buffalo Wild Wings. Support your favorite Middo Winter sports team. Download the team code on your phone. Show your waiter. Your team will get 10% of the proceeds.
So, something about how they were playing offense, I think, has Coach White want to set up some type of different scheme for him.
Winner of this one will get the winner of the game next on this floor, which will be Will Rogers in Coweta. That game will be the late game tomorrow, 9 p.m. tip tomorrow. We know that we'll be back at 1:30 tomorrow for the boys semifinal, Midwest City and Carl Albert. That should be a whole lot of fun tomorrow afternoon. We'd like to come back for a girls game in the evening. Why not?
Yeah.
0 for 2 so far with Mid-Del teams, but Del City trying to salvage the evening here with 6:10 to play until halftime in a tie game. Well, Smithers has it poked away. She'll kick it back out, and it's mishandled by McCarroll, and they're going to call that over and back.
So they gave to Smithers in the high post, but again, El Reno's not going man, so that's not a bad idea. She just made a very uncomfortable play at it.
So Reno gets the basketball back. They can retake the lead with anything. In the corner here for El Reno, number 4, Aaron Roman knows. And a bump and a foul. It's going to send Pauline Black-Harmon to the line.
So they don't have Thornton guarding Pauline Black-Harmon, which makes sense, but whoever's guarding her needs to try to stay with her a little better. The Smithers just got really out of position on defense there.
First free throw good for Black-Harmon. Second one on the way is also good. So Reno's back in the lead by 2, 13-11. As Sasha Hunt brings it down for the Del City Eagles. Pass ahead to McCarroll. Right side Hunt. Now over to Raina Lewis. Lewis left side Hunt. Kicks it down on the elbow to Smithers. Bounce pass out back to Hunt. And Del City will set up some offense again here. Lewis on the wing. Top to Hunt. Right side Lewis. Start to drive now, she'll back it out. Pass underneath to Smithers at the free throw line. Tried to kick it back out. It was deflected, but Smithers was able to retain it.
Yeah, Smithers has had a couple tough times there in the post.
Hunt now will fire a long three. Oh, boy, halfway down and out. That one looked good. Just rimmed out. And El Reno gets it back up by 2. 4:52 to play until halftime. Left side here is Roman Nose, who, like Elizondo, a brother who played a big role on the boys El Reno team, which almost made the state as they travel. We've had El Reno, the boys side, on OSN twice. I had him against Midwest City, which was a great game that the Bombers found a way to win at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse. You had him against Carl Albert last week in a do-or-die game.
Well, I remember Evan Romanos since he was a freshman, or Carter. Is it Carter?
Carter Romanos.
Carter. You know, Evan's his older brother, so.
Well, the sister is Erin.
A lot of Romanos is going through El Reno's system right now.
And we have
and Smithers is just having a rough time with it. And that's not her foul, but it's her turnover. I think she's going to come out here.
Did it get this on McCarroll? Is that who was on? I think so. Third team foul on Del City. So they only have one more to give. El Reno hasn't committed one yet in this second quarter. The foul was on McCarroll, by the way. Smithers will come out, like you said. Bryson replaces her.
2-3 zone now for Del City, which, again, if El Reno's not hitting the shots, this is a really good defense.
Underneath here, trying to get it down to Black Harmon. Pass was deflected, went off the backboard, came back down to her, and she finished it. So Reno's got their biggest lead of the game so far at 4. 15-11 as we hit the midway point of the second quarter.
Thornton's got to get there a little quicker.
McCarroll at the free throw line. She'll take a little floater shot.
Oh.
Got it.
See the difference? Now, when you have her at the high post.
Yeah, that was nice.
She's under control, doesn't really panic, and she can make the shot she made. She just took his dribble in and was able to make the 10-footer.
Feels really important for Del City. Any underdog to not get in too much of a hole. I mean, you just when you're trying to pull something off against a really good team anyway, you just don't want to be working uphill. Big shot there to kind of limit the damage, keep this thing within reason. Don't let it balloon out to a double digits. 15-13, the score now. El Reno passing around. Black Harmon will drive the baseline. Thornton just blocked her shot. That was just good defense. Held her ground, and at least to a break for the Eagles. Here's Hunt being guarded closely. Gives up to Lewis, who gives it right back. Now back to Lewis once more. To the top, Hunt, pass almost stolen. Kicks out right side to Bryson. Oriana Bryson picks up her dribble, nowhere to go. Bounce pass to McCarroll, good find. McCarroll to the rim, bounce pass to Thornton. She'll take a shot to the rim, can't finish. Quiet start for Thornton. Leads to a fast break for El Reno, all the way to the rim. Tried to bank it home, no. Tip pass, that was really pretty. The tip pass there by Sleeper to Roman Nose, who puts it home. And El Reno's back ahead by 4.
Yeah, El Reno had more players go in transition than Del City did. I think that's why they were able to get that easy score.
McCarroll to the rim, couldn't quite finish that one. A lot of contact there, didn't get the call. Leads to another fast break for Reno. Behind the back pass, little razzle-dazzle. Couldn't finish it, though. At the rim was Bugaj. And now we have whistles and a foul on Reno. That was a beautiful pass, I think, by Sleeper to Bugaj, and she just couldn't quite finish the ball at the rim. The foul goes on Reno. That's their first. I'm not sure who actually picked it up. I think Black Harmon or... Yeah.
Problem for the Eagles, it's, again, offense. They're either having trouble finishing or they're getting the ball deflected. And either way, it can lead to transition for El Reno. Otherwise, Del City's defense is pretty solid, but they got to get set up.
Del City only 2 points in this quarter so far, almost 6 minutes into it. Sasha Hunt on the wing. Only down 4, though. Raina Lewis in the corner. The long pass, that dangerous pass, but he does get to Bryson. Bryson tried to drive, now backs it out. And that's a travel. Just kind of had nowhere to go. That was a good defense by El Reno.
The problem is Del City does not have a fifth player who can handle the pressure real well right now. Whether it's Bryson or Smithers, they both have had some struggles against dealing with pressure when they get the ball in a tough spot.
Rocket pass underneath, and a great feed and a great finish. As at the rim, Black Harmon puts it home. I think it was Sleeper again. She's showing some very good passing ability, and this pass now deflected. Ends up in the hands of Thornton, but she can't finish it. So a fortuitous bounce for Del City, but Thornton couldn't put it in at the rim, and Reno's got a 6-point lead and the basketball. Open three here for Bugaj. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound comes out to Ariana Bryce. And Del City needs a bucket. Only 2 points in the quarter.
And when we see Del City struggle, well, there's a wild long three there.
Again, rims out for Hunt. Both her threes from deep have been pretty close on line, but just a tick too far. That's all it takes from that far. Pass underneath. That's going to be a travel there. Stumbling was Pauline Black-Harmon. El Reno crowd doesn't like. I think that's a good call. I feel like she was stumbling backwards. McCarroll will come out. Back in comes the senior Akila Howard.
Yeah, they need, whoever they have in it needs to be strong with the ball and handle the pressure. Also, when Del City struggles, one of the things that happens is you see Thornton or a couple other players miss bunny shots, and that happened there. Thornton missed an easy layup. She's got to make those consistently against El Reno.
Bryson also out. Smithers back in. Raina Lewis for three, air balls it long. Del City a cold start from deep. They're 0 for 4 from three-point range. Pass underneath to Lily Thomas. She's double team. Turnaround shot for Thomas. Back iron, no good. That was a good double team by Del City, clamping down on Thomas, who had the big size advantage. Hunt, meanwhile, down the lane. Shot will go. Pass here, stolen by Thornton. Good anticipation on defense. Intercepted the long outlet pass, and Del City's got it back down by 6.
Calling for one shot.
Hunt again.
Hunt didn't hear
Floater
it.
in the lane. Got it.
Oh,
Boy, that
good.
was a teardrop. That one touched, I think, the ceiling here at LNC and came back down. But a good fast break by El Reno. Down the floor. Bucket and the foul for Reagan Bugaj. That's a big shot by Hunt to cut it to 4. But because they didn't wait, they left El Reno time. They're able to get down, get the shot and the foul.
Yeah,
They can maybe take a 7-point lead here into the locker room if they can hit this.
And we're seeing more and more of why El Reno's undefeated, the way they're able to push that effectively off a make. But for Del City, your mentality should be, you never give a transition after a make like that. That was not a good defensive effort there.
So free throw here for Bugaj at the line is good. It's a 7-point lead for El Reno, their biggest of the night. See if Del City can cut into it here before halftime. Sasha Hunt brings it down, 5 seconds to work with. Pass over to Smithers on the right. In the corner, Thornton, she's got to put it up. Shelby Thornton doesn't know the time, and the clock will run out, so Del City doesn't get a shot up to end the first half. And so a good half for Del City in a lot of ways, but El Reno undefeated for a reason, like you said. The margin for error is small, and a couple mistakes there allowed the opening. El Reno leads it by 7 here at the half. So at the end of 2 quarters, El Reno leads at 22-15. We're certainly set up for a fun finish. We look forward to it. We're going to take a break here. We'll step aside for halftime, and then we'll be back here shortly to bring you the second half from the Wood Noble Center. El Reno 22, Del City 15 on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
What business do you want to start?
I want to start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go to Scissor Tape.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
I think she was from
1,
Rose State.
2, 3.
Woo!
Congratulations, Rose State college graduates.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
Friday, back at the LNC. Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray on the Oklahoma Sports Network, wrapping up our 6th game of the day on OSN. Appreciate you being with us for this audio-only presentation of the 5A state tournament. Again, streaming obligations disallow us from showing you the action. We certainly would much rather do that than show Jordan and I, but we figured, hey, give everybody a free option to hang out with us, keep up with the action. I'm sure a lot of people obviously appreciate that at the very least, so we're glad to do it. It's been a great day of action. We're hoping to finish on a high note here. As we start the second half going with El Reno up by 7, recapping some point totals for you. For the Eagles, Courtney McCarroll with 8, Sasha Hunt has 6, Akilah Howard with 1. That makes up their 15 points. For El Reno, leading scorer Pauline Black-Harmon with 8 points, 6 from Lily Thomas, 3 from Emery Elizondo, 3 from Reagan Bugaj, and 2 from Carly Kaihega. So we'll get the second half started. Del City is going to start with the ball. They're going to go left to right from our vantage point here, courtside at the LNC. One final half of this loaded day of 5A state tournament basketball on OSN. See if the Eagles can't pull something off here. Only down 7, still certainly right in it with the undefeated El Reno Indians.
2-3 zone again for El Reno. The best possession against the zone for Del City was with Courtney McCarroll in the high post.
Sasha Hunt for 3, airballed it, left it just short. And that'll be an empty trip to start the second half for Del City.
She's made a couple of shots, but Sasha Hunt has struggled for the most part from the field.
Lily Thomas in the lane here, feeds it off to Elizondo. And that really feels like the question for Del City moving the second half. Are they going to have the offense necessary to do this, to get this done? You feel like you're going to have to get, into the 40s at least, probably to pull this out. Not impossible by any means, but got to step it up from what we did in the first half. Three-pointer left off the front of the rim, no good, but Pauline Black-Harmon there for the rebound and stick back. She's now the first one to hit double figures in this game. She's been very good for Reno, the senior. And now a loose ball. It's on the deck. Bodies everywhere right here in front of us at the LNC and ends up in the hands of El Reno. Start the break. Sleeper bounce pass to Bugaj, who missed the layup. Rebound, though. Black-Harmon again. Pauline Black-Harmon is just feasting on the glass. 6 rebounds now for her, and that one as impressive as any.
Well, Thornton can't get the rebounds by herself. I mean, she had the ball kind of taken away, but she had to also contest the shot.
Yeah.
So Del City's not team rebounding very well at all at the moment.
Carroll feeds it over to Smithers. Eagles scored 11 in the first quarter, just 4 in the nearly 10 minutes since then. And Reno has just clamped down on them defensively, and it's been tough for Del City to get it going. Smithers feeds over to McCarroll. Takes out toward the top, now rockets it over to Hunt in the corner. Sasha Hunt to the top, Smithers. Left side with Bryson, who gives it back around the horn. Sasha Hunt will fire the 3. Side of the rim, no good. Rebound goes up and over the backboard, so an unlucky break there for the Eagles.
It's not a bad shot by Hunt. You just hope they start to go in. She can make those. And she's been on a good tear from three-point range, but every now and then, she's going to have games where she's ice cold from distance, and that's what's happening right now.
5:38 to go in the third. Elizondo puts on the floor, feeds off to Lily Thomas. She'll fire an open 3. Clackums. Del City was giving her that shot, and she absolutely ripped it. It's a 14-point lead for El Reno. The lead continuing to grow here. And Del City wants to have a shot. They're going to have to reel this in here quickly. Smithers trying to find somewhere to go with it. Gives up left side to Bryson. Underneath to Thornton on the baseline. Thornton starting to drive. Thomas comes to help through 2 defenders. Going right through Black-Harmon and Thomas. A nice, strong bucket for Thornton. And now pokes it loose, gets a turnover. Nicely done by Shelby Thornton, trying to will Del City back into this thing. Here's McCarroll going strong to the rim.
That's when she...
Travel. I thought she might get fouled. They're going to call travel.
Definitely travel. She's too dependent on her left hand there. And I think Thornton got her first basket, if I'm not mistaken. So that's also been a problem. They haven't figured out how to get Thornton involved on offense. And, if El Reno has the size to guard her, you kind of understand that. What do we got there?
Blood? Oh, big blood. Jeez. Black-Harmon's got a gash on her leg, just running down the front of her leg. Get that taken care of. So off the bench for Reno, replacing her. I think for the first time we've seen her. No, it's Carly Kaihega. She was in the game earlier.
I think what we learned from the last game with Midwest City, you'd rather have blood on your leg than on your face. So anywhere around your face.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, it seems like when I've seen Del City this season, Shelby Thornton, just a lot of offensive rebounds. It's such a big part of, and that hasn't really been there in this game.
That's a really good point.
Lily Thomas here in the lane for El Reno, scoops it over to Kaihega, who lost it out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by the Eagles. Stay at this end.
One reason why she gets offensive rebounds is one of the guards will draw in defenders and shoot a layup, and if they miss it, like Sasha and Raina Lewis, then Hunt's there Thornton's there to clean up.
Right.
But they've got no dribble penetration against this zone, and they haven't been able to get anything else going.
Inbound passing for Elizondo is poked out. I want to make sure we get our third quarter sponsor in here, which is Casa Juanito. Casa Juanito, a quick service restaurant offering fresh and flavorful fiesta meals in Del City since 1976. 4718 Southeast 29th Street in Del City. Meanwhile, Lily Thomas, another nice move and finish at the rim. She's been very good tonight in this game for El Reno, and they lead it by 14 once again at 31-17.
Nice pass inside.
And underneath to Thornton, that was a good find, and she's hit and fouled. So Shelby Thornton will go to the free throw line and give the Eagles a pair of foul shots here to try and inch closer. Got the Toonie Buys House's charity stripe. Feels like if you're Del City, just get a little momentum, try to get it within reason, single digits probably at the end of the third, and then who knows from there? You see what happens. First one no good for Thornton.
But now Del City's got to shore up their defense. They're giving up too much points in the paint.
Yeah.
Again, it's not all on Shelby Thornton. She can't do it all by herself.
So split the trip at the line for Thornton makes it 31-18 as we hit the midway point of the third quarter here at the LNC. Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Thomas passes it down to the cutting sleeper, and she puts it home. And Reno's offense has really settled into this game now, getting good looks just about every time down. They lead it by 15. Sasha Hunt with the basketball, gives up to McCarroll. McCarroll puts it on the floor and drives. Long pass across to Lewis. Raina Lewis trying to find where she wants to go with it. Gives it up to Hunt. And Sasha Hunt will back it out and reset the offense for Del City. Now Lewis in the corner, gives it back to her. Underneath to McCarroll at the free throw line. Gives it back out, tried to at least. So Raina Lewis was picked off and stolen. Fast break here going over the rim. Bugaj might have away with the travel of some court, but didn't make the shot. Leads to a break for Del City. Lewis gives up to Sasha Hunt. Hunt crossover move. She'll go strong to the rim. Scoop layup attempt is up and good. That was a tough shot by Sasha Hunt. With 3:01 to go, it is a full timeout, so we'll go ahead and take it too. 3:01 to play in the third. El Reno leads Del City 33-20 in its 5A state quarterfinal on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Back at the Lloyd Noble Center in Norman, Oklahoma, Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray on a Thursday night. We started this thing at 9 a.m. We're closing in on 9 p.m., if you can believe it. Here at the LNC, it's been a day. Now Reno leads it over Del City 33-20 in this 5A girls quarterfinal. Deflected pass ended up with Black Harmon, who rocketed it to Kaihega, who couldn't get the layup to go, but ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay at that end with El Reno.
Reno's been effective at drawing Thornton to him and then finding someone else who's wide open. So it looks like Thornton's going to come out. So first time she's come out this game. Can Del City protect the paint? Nope.
Rocket pass into Black Harmon and just found a soft spot and gets the easy lay-in, and the Indians lead back to 15.
And I'm just surprised at how Del City is just kind of unsure of themselves on defense.
Yeah.
I personally, I might switch back to a zone.
Sasha Hunt gives up left side to McCarroll. Now back to Hunt. She'll fire from way deep. Clackums. Sasha Hunt, Bobby Lewis Insurance 3-ball. She's had a couple of deep looks that weren't far off. They were halfway down. That one, nothing but net. Gets Del City back within 12 at the 2-minute mark of the third. Mid-range jumper good for Kai Hega. So even though Del City's offense now seems like it's maybe finding a little bit of something, they're not getting a lot of stops the other side.
They took out their best defender.
Yeah. Ball movement leads to an open three for McCarroll. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound is loose out of bounds. They'll keep it at this end with Del City. Battling for that board, by the way, was Generica Thompson, a freshman, 6'3", into the game. I don't think in the times I've seen Del City, I've ever seen her get on the floor. If it has,
she didn't play against Guthrie. She did play the next game against Shawnee. They like her for defense and
she might have
energy.
played. I can't remember. If it was brief.
Yeah.
But getting her in there now, freshman in the state tournament, using her length at 6'3". Here's Sasha Hunt kicking the corner. McCarroll fires an open three ball in the corner. Back iron, no. Long rebound comes out. Pulled in by a sleeper. Start the break for El Reno. And she'll slow it up and set up some offense for the Indians. Pass underneath to Thomas. Kick out Black Harmon. Open three on the wing. Back iron, no. Rebound loose. Save. Second chance opportunity created by Bugaj. Nice feed to Black Harmon, who goes it over to Thomas. El Reno's ball movement is really, really crisp. Really, really good.
But Del City's defense breaks down the moment that they give up an offensive rebound. And that's another second chance points for El Reno.
Thornton set to check back in. Meanwhile, another deep three for Hunt won't go. Rebound Black Harmon as we're into the final minute of the third. Pauline Black Harmon down the floor, gives up to Thomas again. Lily Thomas scores another one. That's been the duo. Black Harmon with 14, Thomas now with 15. And El Reno's lead's as big as it's been all night at 18 points. Raina Lewis for a three. Clackums. Bobby Lewis, 3-ball for Raina Lewis. So Del City trying to shoot their way back into this thing, which isn't probably the worst idea with the gap they're in. Got a timeout taken, 30 seconds.
That's all they got.
Yeah.
But they have got to play with more cohesion and energy on defense. And that means when the offensive possessions don't go their way, they're getting multiple players back and not just one, because what we're constantly seeing is for El Reno, especially a player like Lily Thomas is wide open on the basket because all the attention is being given to Pauline Black Harmon. Well, that's not a problem if you have two or three players that can defend both sides of the floor. But they're only having one or two players back. They're getting outnumbered. And also they're not rebounding very well.
Right. So 15-point lead for El Reno. They have the basketball back here as we near the final half minute of the third. We'll see if they hold for the final shot. Left side to Elizondo to the top. There, that was McHenry Guzman, number 3. Black Harmon will fire from the elbow, won't go. Rebound pulled in by Thompson. So Del City's got a chance to inch a little closer here. As Hunt brings it down the floor, looks like Del City will hope for the final shot of the third quarter, try to get it a little tighter before we move to that final frame. 5 seconds for Hunt, right side, Raina Lewis, she'll fire an open three. Oh boy, it was right on line, just a little too much. And that's gonna end the third quarter. It was a good look for Lewis from our vantage point. It looked like it was right on line, but just a little too much power. That'll end the third. El Reno leads it by 15. We head to the fourth on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
I want to start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go to Scissor Tape.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
I think she was from
One,
Rose State.
2, 3.
Congratulations, Rose State college graduates.
All right, back to Lloyd Noble Center, our final quarter of this marathon day, Jordan, you and I. It's El Reno 41. It's been a marathon. It was right about 12 hours ago we hopped on the air for our first game, which was the Del City boys. We're closing with Del City girls as we hit to the final quarter. El Reno leads it by 15 as we move to the fourth. Sleeper on the wing to the top. This is a 3 at the top of the key for Elizondo. And what's the call here? Going to have a foul on
They go to the
Reno.
back foul on Pauline Black Harmon.
That's the second on Black Harmon.
So but Del City had a lot of players in rebounding position there. And then so they draw that foul. McCarroll will come in. And El Reno committed to that zone, which after all it's worked for them for the most part. So they're seeking a couple more threes, maybe they get El Reno out of that.
McCarroll off some good ball movement, goes to the rim, but a charge going to be put on McCarroll, going strong to the bucket there.
Remember how effective she was at the beginning of the game, getting to the foul line? Well, she has had a harder time, and part of that's because she's not attacked the defender at an angle. One of the Del City coaches thinks that the El Reno player wasn't set. Maybe. But I think you got to make sure you're not going squarely into your opponent's body.
McCarroll had the first 6 points of this game. It was 6-0 Del City, all from McCarroll. She only has 8 right now. They have definitely slowed down her hot start. As Reno has the ball back up by 15, trying to just get this thing done and get to 26-0 and be within 2 wins of a championship and an undefeated season. Underneath, Black Harmon at the rim, can't finish it. Lets it off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled in by, that's Howard, and now she double dribble. Coming up the floor, so a little hiccup in the dribble. It's all it takes. Turnover.
And this is the problem with Del City. They always have that one player that's, will make some type of hesitation decision with the ball and sometimes commit a turnover like that one. They'll give a lot of good effort on defense.
So Reno back on offense. This is Thomas at the elbow. She'll drive on Thornton. Left-hand shot up and good. Boy, Lily Thomas, they haven't had a lot of answers for her tonight. Not that many teams do. She's got 17 now, which is the El Reno lead.
Really good finish on her part.
Lewis will drive, takes a mid-range jumper. Good. Reno Lewis having a nice second half. Gets that shot to go. But the problem for Del City right now, you can't trade buckets. Got to find a way to make up some serious ground. Shot here won't go for Bugaj, but an offensive rebound to Black Harmon, who scooped it over to Thomas, who couldn't hit the shot. Then Thornton grabbed the board, and she was bumped and fouled. So it's going to be 2 early fouls on El Reno. Thompson back in for the Eagles. She'll replace Howard. Sachan will bring it down. 6:15 left here at the LNC. Pass over to Thornton. Takes a long 2 and hits it. Nice shot by Thornton.
Yeah.
So Del City continue to hang in, and now a turnover. Raina Lewis off the inbound. She'll take a shot to the rim. Can't get it to go, but she's fouled. And some free throws coming for Raina Lewis. So Del City not going down without a fight here. They've cut it to 13 and can move closer at the line with 6 minutes exactly on the clock.
I didn't see how they got that steal, but obviously they have to start thinking about what it took to get that steal. They were pressing.
First free throw's good for Lewis.
Reno's going to be pretty fundamentally sound against the press, but you got to probably try it anyway. See if you can force a couple other turnovers.
Second one's also good. So the Eagles are within 11 now. Can you get it close enough to just make El Reno have to sweat it a little bit? I think that's got to be the goal first. And hope that maybe nerves can help you out. We'll see. Sleeper, long pass across, pulled in by Blackburn. That was a great catch. And she goes strong to the rim and finishes it.
Sometimes I wonder who's guarding her, who's supposed to be in that area.
Underneath for Courtney McCarroll. The reverse layup is good by Courtney McCarroll. That was nice. Back down to 11 again. 45-34. 5.5 left.
You need to make El Reno work for a tough shot. That didn't happen last time. That might help. Well, they almost had a turnover.
Somehow saved it, but then they do get a turnover.
turnover.
So the bad pass, Sleeper threw it back in miraculously to Thomas, but then she threw it away trying to get to Elizondo. And now a Del City bucket could get this thing down into single digits. And I think it's probably a good timeout by El Reno as Coach Douglas kind of sensing that things are getting a little dicey, a little closer comfort here. Let me take a timeout. It is a full with 5:19 left. 11-point game. Don't go anywhere just yet. 5A state quarterfinals on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Red Plains Plumbing has been offering reliable commercial and residential services to the OKC metro area for over a decade. From new construction and remodeling to residential repair, they can handle jobs of all sizes. When you need a trusted name in plumbing, it's Red Plains Plumbing. Family owned and operated. Phone 405-769-1922. That's 405-769-1922.
All right, right back to it at the LNC. Del City with the basketball, down by 11 after that turnover and then subsequent timeout by El Reno. This is Raina Lewis as we near the 5-minute mark. Pass out to Sasha Hunt, almost a turnover, but Hunt able to save it. Long pass to Lewis, underneath to Thornton. Shelby Thornton going strong to the rim, and she's bumped and fouled. You can hear their huddle is right next to us. We're right next to the Del City bench.
Yep.
And the coach is imploring the players to believe. They're only down 11. It's not that big a number. Bigger comebacks have happened than this.
I don't think they love Del City's, the players' body language on defense, perhaps, but they're still hanging in there even though Shelby Thornton missed that free throw.
Yeah.
I think Jennifer Douglas, the head coach for El Reno, called that timeout. She just doesn't like how her team's playing the last 2 or 3 minutes. I don't know if she feels like this is a threatening game yet or not.
Well, we talked about it off air. Thornton's second one. This is a Reno team that has largely decimated their way to 25-0. I mean, some really big blowout wins. They housed Shawnee in their last game before this to get to the state tournament. So they don't have to play that many games that are tight, and this is kind of a 10-point game. It's just fairly tight for them. Not something they did a whole lot of this year. Sleeper underneath. Black Harmon to the rim. That's a great pass. And Black Harmon just continues to just feast on that right block.
They just leave her open.
She's having a massive game. Her and Lily Thomas both. Hunt with the basketball for Del City, who trail by 12 with 4:15 left. Time to make a push, but you got to make it. Thornton on the sideline trying to figure out where she wants to go. She'll drive at her defender, go strong to the rim, can't finish. Tried to maybe draw some contact and a foul. There was contact, but no whistles. Hit the midway point of the fourth. Pass ahead here to Bugaj, trying to get across half court, and that's a 10-second count. Wow, some good active defense by the Eagles as Thompson and Hunt were all over Bugaj. She had nowhere to go, couldn't get across half court.
Well, I think just say a little bit more about how the Del City coaches are trying to pump up their players. We're not seeing a lot of emotion from the players right now, but I think that's okay as long as they continue to play like they still believe they still have a chance, which they do.
Yeah, I feel like they're still playing hard. Here's Thornton on the baseline, kicks over to the cutting Smithers, had her shot rejected, and it leads into the backcourt. Fast break opportunity for El Reno, layup's up good, and the foul. And that's a huge sequence as Bugaj gets the layup. It looked like Smithers was going to have a good layup to pull the Eagles within 10, but it leads to a big block and now a chance to make it out to 15 if this free throw can go.
Smithers really had no shot there.
Yeah.
If you're going to shoot it near the free throw line.
Free throw for Bugaj is good, and just like that, it's back out to 15 with 3:36 left. Reno is led by as much as 18 in the second half. Eagles have battled it to be close a couple of times. Lewis for three won't go. Thornton gets a nice offensive rebound, and she's actually going to be fouled on this. And I think that's the 14th foul on, or no, it is the 15th foul. For the first time, I think all day, I beat them just looking at the board. So that's 5 on Arena. That should be free throws for Del City. And now they just realized it.
So Howard,
free throws for Thornton.
I think Howard was actually going to give Shelby Thornton a breather. So she'll stay at the scores table with Akila Howard.
First one good for Thornton.
I stand corrected with someone else. It's
coming from Carroll. Yeah.
She's a senior. This will be her last game for Del City unless they make a miraculous comeback here.
Elizondo will come out for Kaihega. 3:27 left. Second free throw rattles halfway down, out, and then back in. So Thornton 2 for 2 at the line there. Back down to 13, 50-37 with 3:27 to go. Elizondo ahead. Oh, that looked like a travel. Got away with it. Pass ahead to Black Harmon just past half court. Now Sleeper with the ball. Puts it on the floor, lost the handle, able to get it back. Being hounded by Raina Lewis here. Now she'll drive to the rim, right-hand shot good. It's been a good night for Najani Sleeper as well. She's been very effective, especially with her passing in this game. And Reno's leads back to 15. Sasha Hunt will fire away from way deep. Clackums. Bobby Lewis insurance 3-ball. Sasha Hunt from Trey Young land here at the LNC. Cuts it back down to 12. 2:42 left. Del City just won't quite go away here. Driving the baseline here. Black Harmon pass knocked out of bounds by Hunt. He'll stay at this end.
So Pauline Black Harmon attacked the basket. Thornton stayed with her. And then Hunt came in to deflect the pass. That's the type of defensive effort that we haven't seen quite enough of for Del City.
Smithers out of the game. Yep. Thompson in to replace her. Inbound pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay
Hunt
with El Reno.
Shortest player defending the inbounds play. Got deflection. It probably would have been a layup for Black Harmon if she didn't make that deflection.
Thought about the three. Instead of putting it on the floor here is Bugaj. Hands it off to Sleeper. Sleeper across the lane. Gives it up. Pass deflected. And we have a whistle and a foul. Here going to go on Del City. That'll be the team's second or third.
No, maybe second. Maybe I was slow.
It is third. No, it is third. Now we're beating them. They're getting tired.
Yep,
They're getting tired.
I can relate. But they got one more game, unlike us.
That's true. Shot here won't go for Kaihega off the inbound. So Del City's got it back. Down by 12. Sasha Hunt down the floor. Feeds it up into the corner with Lewis. There's whistles. What's the call? It's a travel.
That's the call we hadn't seen much this game. Seen it in other games.
Couldn't really see. I was kind of blocked out by some bodies here.
And it wasn't so much a pump fake by Lewis. She just started going, moving her feet before she dribbled.
So Reno gets it back. Up by 12. As we close down on that 2-minute mark to play, El Reno trying to move on to the semifinals and remain perfect in the 2024 season. Winner here sees Will Rogers or Kawita tomorrow in the semifinals. Driving the lane here, Elizondo, wild shot won't go, but she's hitting fouled with 1:51 left. Stick with us after the game. We'll give out our Eastside Church of Christ player of the game. We'll also wrap up this ball game, and we'll glimpse ahead a little bit to tomorrow, what we have coming up for you, which should be a doozy of a ball game tomorrow afternoon.
We'll say this: I put a big emphasis, and I may have overemphasized the importance of Shelby Thornton avoiding foul troubles. This is her first foul.
Yeah.
Problem is, even though she stayed in the game, she hasn't been able to impact it defensively as much as you'd like to see. It's not all her fault. I think the team defense from Del City was just lacking, and of course you got to give El Reno a lot of credit for that.
Both free throws are missed. Del City has it back, still down 12. McCarroll thought about the three and said she'll give it up to Howard. Pass looking for Thornton is tipped out to McCarroll. Long pass ahead around to Hunt for three. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound, there's Thornton. That's what we see her do a lot. Couldn't get the rebound to go, but got her own miss and stuck it back. Down to 10, 52-42. That's what Shelby Thornton, when I've seen Del City play, has done so much of.
Yep.
Hasn't been there tonight, but gets it there. But now Reno's going to just work that clock. Sleeper to the rim, can't get it to go. Missed shot. Del City with still a little bit of time here. Sasha Hunt down the floor. She'll go strong to the rim and gets it to go, and the foul. All right, hold on a second here, folks. With 1:04 to go, it's an 8-point game and a free throw coming for Sasha Hunt.
And part of it is Reno's not running clock. They actually treated the last 2 or 3 possessions normally, and they missed their shot.
Free throw's good for Hunt. 7-point game, 52-45. You know, it's surprising for a team that's perfect and blown out so many teams, but I feel like Reno has kind of sleptwalked the second half of this game.
At
and
times.
It's allowed Del City to get back within reason at 7. They're in the final minute.
Del City has to either force a 5-counter trap, though.
They got to do something. Don't have time to really let these possessions go for too long. That's Bugaj dribbling back out. He got a foul, put him at the line or something. 40 seconds. Bugaj feeds it off to Black Harmon. The layup's good. That was a perfect possession for El Reno. And they go back ahead by 9. That's probably the final dagger there. We'll see as Hunt with the ball. Left side to McCarroll. Gives it back to Hunt. Paul's deflected. Hunt able to save it. No, she wasn't. Foot on the sideline. Goes back to Reno with 22.4 to go. Boy, give Del City so much credit for battling back into this thing. But it looks like El Reno is going to survive and remain undefeated. What a season for this El Reno team. As Sleeper, that was a travel with 15 seconds left.
Sleeper was expecting Howard to come guard her, and Howard's like, no, I'm going to stay with Paulie Black Harmon because he scored too much.
Funny looking play because she's kind of travel with nobody near her.
So when that happens, that can when something happens you're not expecting on offense, that causes a travel a lot of times. Whoa!
From way deep, my goodness. With her heels on the OU logo.
Yeah, I was about to say
that's the 3.
She was closer to the timeline than the 3-point line.
And it cuts it to 6 with 8 seconds left. Sasha Hunt's having a monster second half. She's got 20 points now with 8 seconds to go. Man.
Yeah, I think so. When you look back at this for Del City, some defensive lapses, a lot of it in the third quarter, and some in the second that could have been better, or that they just weren't committed. They weren't defending well as a team. Something I've said before. And then Hunt stepped up in the second half, but did not get enough help scoring wise. So,
yeah,
that kind of goes to why, I said a big key was Thornton staying out of foul trouble, which she didn't, but it just didn't lead to as much defensive stops as you were hoping for. And Thornton will be out at the moment, as you would think Del City's going to, deny everything. This needs to be a full court press, try to get a steal or foul right away. Unless El Reno breaks it, and if they do, there's not much time left. They might call off the dogs if El Reno breaks the press.
Del City still has 1 timeout left, so there is potential, room for a possible, if you get a turnover bucket, timeout, stop the clock.
It's got to be turnover 3, stop the clock.
Yeah. Inbound goes to Sleeper in the corner. That was a little hairy. She's able to get by Hunt, and
it's going to do it.
They're going to let her go, and they're going to let her dribble it out now, I believe. A Sleeper will do just that, and that's your ball game. Del City absolutely battled. They win against an undefeated El Reno team, this young Del City team that came out of nowhere this year to the state tournament. Quite a ride, but it comes up just short. 54-48, El Reno wins it here at the Lloyd Noble Center. Quite a performance, Jordan, obviously, and quite a season of this Del City team that came, again, kind of out of nowhere for a lot of people. And they go down swinging. They lose El Reno by just 6. As El Reno goes to 26-0, they'll go to the semifinals tomorrow. They'll see either Will Rogers or Kawita in the semis. As for Del City, their season comes to an end at 16-13. But what a year it was, and so much reason to be excited about that team and this program moving into next year.
Yeah, I think for Del City, the 3-point shooting, it says they're 4 of 15. It feels like they made more than that. But the 2-point shooting for El Reno was too good. And they went 21 of 40 from 2, and I think that was a bit too much to overcome. Didn't go to the free throw line much, did El Reno, but didn't matter. The third quarter and the second quarter, those middle 2 quarters were a knockout punch for El Reno. Del City outscored El Reno in the first and fourth quarters, but it doesn't compare to the second and third quarter, which were just too many easy baskets, too many mistakes on both sides of the ball for the Eagles, and good season.
Yeah,
they'll They'll have a really good team next year. I think the thing for them next year, they need a fifth player who they can rely on in crunch time to
that hurt them.
To take care of the basketball.
That hurt them.
Someone who can make shots at the right spots but can also handle the ball. They got some good athletes amongst their players who I think will have some really good games for them next year. But when it comes to playoffs and these type of games, they need 5 players. They got 4 right now, and some of the players they have that I wouldn't talk about. So the 4 I'm talking about are obviously Thornton inside, but then Hunt, McCarroll, and Lewis. But some of these other players, Smithers, Thompson, Purefoy didn't play this game, Bryson, they can become that. But they need 2 or 3 of those guys to really improve in the offseason, and then they might really be able to take a step.
Eastside Church of Christ player of the game, what do you think? I mean, Sasha Hunt put up a 20-piece.
Definitely Sasha Hunt.
Yeah, Sasha Hunt.
She wins it just about every time, but that's because she is their best player.
A 20-piece here at the Lenovo Center. She was fantastic. She was a huge reason why Del City stayed in this game and hung around late. Sasha Hunt, great performance. Really fun player to watch. I enjoy watching. She reminds me a lot, if you ever watched the OU women's team, Nevaeh Tot. Smallest player on the floor, but can just shoot it and just plays bigger than her height. That's Sasha Hunt. She's a lot of fun to watch. I look forward to seeing her again next year. The Eastside Church of Christ in Midwest City believes in loving Jesus by loving their neighbors. They invite you to join them Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. for Bible class with song and praise beginning at 10 a.m. Can't make it Sunday mornings. You're invited to study with them at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays. Check out their live and recorded streams on YouTube and find more information on their website at eastsidechurchofchrist.info. The Eastside Church of Christ at 916 South Douglas Boulevard in Midwest City. Well, Jordan, that's our last girls' game of the season.
Yeah,
and our last
for 3.
Our last game of the day. We did 6 games today. It was something I think I'll always remember. Doing 6 games, that's my new personal high.
Yeah.
I'm gassed. I wouldn't want to do a 7th one. If there was a 7th one to do, we'd do it. That's what we do. But I'm ready to call it a day. What about you?
Yeah, well, if this ever happens again, hopefully there won't be a baseball game that gets rained out that interferes with some of the announcing help we could have had.
Yeah, for sure.
And we can maybe partition it better.
We're happy to do it. I mean, we planned all along, me and you, from the beginning of this thing, we'll do the state tournament games. We just didn't bank on all 6 Mid-Del teams making the state. Credit to Mid-Del basketball. Insane to send all 6. Insane.
Yeah, it's unfortunate they went 2 and 4 combined.
Yeah, and those 2 play each other, which is good and bad.
Yeah. But, it gets tougher. And one thing I'll say before we go off, you didn't see it in this past game, but when you look at Carl Albert and Midwest City girls, what happened tonight or today for them kind of shows something I've been talking about, I've noticed the last several years, is that in 5A girls, that's where the East Side really shines. It's not true in 6A.
Yeah.
It's not true on the boys' side as much in 5A or 6A. There are exceptions, of course, but, for the most part, it's West Side teams that win. But in 5A girls, it's different. It's been Sapulpa 2 the last 3. The middle year was McAllister. And we're looking at some teams here in Coweta, and Will Rogers.
Booker T.
And Booker T now.
Reno's the only one
yep.
carrying the flag on this side of the state, so we'll see what they do. Great team, obviously, 26-0. You don't get that by an accident.
Yep.
You just don't. So they'll be fun to watch tomorrow. They'll take on either Will Rogers or Coweta. Those teams are warming up now. As for us, crazy day. It's going to be weird going to only 1 game tomorrow, but I'm pumped for it. It's a great one. Carl Albert, Midwest City, 1:30 tomorrow, boys semifinal. Jordan and I will be right back here at the LNC for that one. Same presentation setup. And then we know, because it's 2 Mid-Del teams playing, we'll also have the 5A championship game Saturday at 2 o'clock. Same deal, right back here on OSN. Jordan and I will be on the call for that one as well. So we still have 2 more days of action at the LNC. It's going to be a lot lighter than this one, but we'll be back the next couple of days, so we look forward to it. It's going to be fun tomorrow. That's it for us. 6 games in the book. Hopefully you tuned in all day. Again, we love to show you the broadcast like we normally do on OSN, but we make the best with what we have. Not a lot of places do that. A lot of places just, we can't stream it. We don't. We still want to give you an opportunity to at least have the action in some form for free. And so hopefully people enjoyed it all day long, hanging out with Jordan and I. So we'll be back tomorrow, 1:30 on the air, about 5-10 minutes or so beforehand for a little pregame from the LNC. Tomorrow, Carl Albert Midwest City boys semifinal. We'll see you then. For Jordan Ram, Josh Calloway signing off for now from the Lloyd Noble Center in Norman. We'll see you tomorrow for the boys semifinals. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.